A 60-year sentence for triple murder wasn't enough to stop him. In fact, he turned his Filipino prison cell into a corporate headquarters, running a multi-million-dollar drug empire from behind bars, with nothing but a smartphone and a Telegram account. Today, the man they call Worldwide. That's his name, Worldwide. Or as South Koreans pronounce his name, just say gay, has finally run out of runway. Hello and welcome to Infofeed. For 9 years, he was the ghost the South Korean government couldn't touch. Park Wang-yeol, notoriously known by his Telegram alias, just say gay, or Worldwide, didn't just escape the law. He mocked it, even while serving a 60-year sentence for a brutal triple murder in a Philippine sugarcane field. He allegedly transformed his prison cell into a high-tech boardroom, smuggling billions of won worth of narcotics into Seoul. Following a direct high-stakes diplomatic request from President Lee Jae-myung to Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos, J.R. Park has been brought back to Korean soil. The case has taken an even darker turn, with a fresh confession and a positive drug taste inside a Korean interrogation room. 2 days ago, a heavily guarded Asiana Airlines flight touched down at Incheon International Airport, carrying the man authorities call the Philippine Drug King. Emerging in handcuffs and a black baseball cap, Park Wang-yeol walked past reporters with a rigid, defiant posture, refusing to utter a single word of apology. His return marks the end of a 9-year stalemate that began when he first fled Korea to escape a massive pyramid scheme investigation. Before the murders and the mate, Park's criminal upbringing began in the world of high-stakes fraud. In 2011, he was a top recruiter for the infamous IDS Holdings, a multi-level marketing firm that defrauded over 10,000 victims of 1.1 trillion won. Those close to the early investigations describe him as a prodigy of deception, who grew up learning how to exploit the thirst of others, honing a silver tongue that eventually allowed him to run an empire from a jail cell. Once in the Philippines, Park's trail turned bloody. In 2016, he was convicted of executing 3 South Koreans in a baccalaureate sugarcane field over a casino dispute. Though handed a 60-year term by Philippine courts, the bars of the new Bilibid prison proved remarkably porous for a man with his resources. Using a smuggled mobile phone, Park adopted the name Jo Seo-gye and began orchestrating a massive drug network via the encrypted app Telegram. Authorities estimate his ring funneled 30 billion won, or $22 million worth of meth, ecstasy, and ketamine into South Korea every single month. Reports surfaced of Park living a luxurious prison life, allegedly bribing guards to maintain access to communication and high-end amenities while his drugs flooded Korean streets. The breakthrough came on March 3, 2026, when President Lee Jae-myung made Park's extradition a centerpiece of his summit with President Marcos Jr. in Manila. Within just 3 weeks of that presidential handshake, a provisional transfer was granted, a rare move that poses his Philippine sentence so he can face trial in Korea. An elite team of 20 investigators, including cryptocurrency analysts and narcotics specialists, have been formed to dismantle his remaining network. Police are cross-referencing Park's statements with his domestic distributor, Vatican Kingdom, or surnamed Lee, who is already serving 10 years in a Korean prison. The Ministry of Justice has vowed to hunt down every one of the GC gay fortune, focusing on complex crypto wallets used to launder drug proceeds. In 2024 alone, Park was suspected of smuggling 4.6 kilograms of meth hidden in coffee packets through Incheon and Gimhae airports. So far, 236 people, including 42 direct organization members, have been swept up in the investigation linked to his Philippine operations. Presidential spokesperson Kang Yoo-jong stated that this repatriation sends a zero-tolerance message to criminals hiding across borders. The case has captured the public imagination, partly because Park's life reportedly inspired a character in the hit K-drama Casino. Park Wang-yeol thought the worldwide alias made him untouchable, a digital ghost reigning over a physical empire. He was wrong. His return proves that diplomatic will, when backed by presidential-level pressure, can bridge even the widest judicial gaps. Today's positive drug taste only cements his status as a man who believed the rules simply didn't apply to him. But as he sits in the Eugene cell, that reality is setting in. His worldwide reign has officially hit a dead end.